Does everyone remember the 357 akimbo snake shot meta where we called them pocket shotguns? And they were pretty much the close range meta for Warzone for a long time until they got nerfed. Well, if you have the Sykov pistols akimbo with the full auto slide and an 80 round mag, these things pretty much become pocket Mac10s that shred, not only in multiplayer, but Warzone too. I think in Warzone, it kills twice as fast as the FFAR at close range. So if you pair an M16 with the Sykov Akimbos, you're pretty much covering long, medium, and close range with the most overpowered weapons in the game. And I haven't seen a lot of people use the Sykov pistols in Warzone. I've only come across one person ever other than my team running them. I just think that's because a lot of people are running them in multiplayer to level them up and get gold on them. So realistically, within the next few days, a lot more people are going to be running these within Warzone as the Pocket Mac10 class. Now, the reason I call these Pocket Mac10s is because they have the same damage output as the Mac10s, and they have 80 round drum mags. And if you run them akimbo, you're basically going akimbo Mac10s, and it's just going to absolutely shred at super close range. Whether you're running them in multiplayer or in Warzone, I recommend using the same attachments for both game modes. If you're running them akimbo, run the akimbo perk with the monolithic suppressor, the full auto slide, 80 round mag, and any hipfire laser. These things are going to absolutely shred. And then if you don't have akimbo unlocked or don't like akimbo, basically just switch out the akimbo perk for a GI mini reflex or any optic of your choice. You can run the iron sights and then run a pistol grip or a stock. It's all up to personal preference. I personally don't like the iron sights too much, so I run the GI mini reflex. If you are in Warzone with these things, with akimbo, you have to be up close for them to be deadly. I would say anywhere between 1 meter and 15 meters away is where this thing is really going to shred. If they're a little bit farther away with an FFAR or just any gun in general, they are going to be able to kill you. So you really have to get up close with these guns. If you aren't running akimbo, you can actually increase the distance that you can shred people at, but keep in mind the damage output is going to be a little bit slower since you don't have two of them shooting at once. But when you aim down sight, it's pretty much like a Mac10 or FFAR at close range. And of course, once you start getting farther and farther away from your enemy, they're going to be less accurate. These things have a huge amount of recoil, so you will have to be able to manage your recoil. It's easier to manage akimbo because all you have to do is pull down to balance the recoil out. And if you're aiming down sight, all you have to do is just pull down and then a little bit to the left because it kicks up and to the right. Let's talk about unlocking gold and starting from weapon level 0 with the Sykov. Personally, for me, what I did is I bought the Sykov bundle within the store. So I had full auto unlocked, popped a double weapon XP token and went into shoot the ship 24/7, leveled up the gun within 1 or 2 games, and then had gold within 45 minutes of gameplay. And the reason I know it was around 45 minutes of gameplay is I had 15 minutes of double XP or just under once I unlocked gold from the 1 hour XP token that I used, as well as I was unlocking attachments while my friends played 2.5 games of Warzone. So extremely easy to unlock gold for this thing. You unlock the full auto attachment as the very last attachment at weapon level 40. You unlock Mo Money at level 32, which is important because to unlock the akimbo perk, you have to get 3 kills in 5 games with the Mo Money perk equipped on your Sykov. Now, I know it does say with the Renetti, but that is just a typo. If you use the Renetti, no progress will be made. And if you use the Sykov, then progress will be made. So those are very important, as well as the drum mag is unlocked at level 30 as well. So a lot of the main attachments you will be unlocking are going to be late weapon progression, but if you pop a double weapon XP token and hop in to shoot the ship and preferably play on shipment, you're going to be leveling up extremely fast. And it only took me like 10 minutes to get to weapon level max, and I probably got 80 to 90 kills within that first 10 minutes, and then boom, it was level 40, and that was with a double weapon XP token. For the camo challenges, I really didn't have to focus on any of them to unlock gold. By the time I had this weapon max level, I only needed a handful of camos left. The one challenges that you won't need to focus on because you'll just complete them in the background while you level up the gun and just use it. And these include your normal kills, your headshots, your hip fires, your reloading, your double kills, and 3 kills in a single life without dying. Now you might be like, oh, hip fires aren't that easy. You have to kind of focus on them. But if you run the akimbo perk, every kill you get will be hip fired, and you only need around 30 hip fires. So one game on shipment running akimbo will complete that challenge. The couple camo challenges you do maybe have to focus on more than the rest is crouch kills, no attachments, and maybe long shots. Crouch kills, no one really is going to run around shipment crouching, so you do have to crouch, and you can do your crouch kills, which is 40 of them within a single game. Or if you're on shoot house, then of course you can crouch there too. But that's really the only challenge that you really have to focus on, and maybe change the playstyle that you have. No attachments just requires you to take all your attachments off your gun. Pretty straightforward. And then maybe long shots, because you're not going to get a huge amount of long shots rushing on shipment, but you will get a lot on shoot house. I think by the time I got this gun max level, I only needed 7 long shots left. So I just made sure I got into shoot house, kept my distance, and long shots are super easy with the pistols. And then boom, you have gold. A lot of you may be asking, is the weapon really that good? Because I've heard so much hype about it. I know last night Special Service was using it in Warzone trying to level it up, and he didn't have full auto or akimbo unlocked, so he was using it semi-automatic. And a lot of people starting with this gun are going to have it on semi-automatic and realize, wait, this isn't as good as people say it is. But trust me, once you get the 3 attachments of the 80 round drum mag, the full auto slider, and akimbo, it becomes a brand new gun. You'll see from the Warzone gameplay that akimbo is just incredible. There was times where for some reason I thought it was a burst weapon, and I was like tapping my triggers, bursting it, and then I realized, oh, I can just hold it down. And then I just held down the triggers, and even kids with FFARs at close range maybe took 1 armor plate off of me before they were entirely dead. It takes anywhere from 0.2 to 0.4 seconds to kill, depending if you have stopping power or not, and how close you are and how many bullets hit them, which is twice as fast as the FFAR and Mac10. So if you're close range, these things are going to be super easy to push. My confidence pushing with these pistols is pretty much infinite, because as long as I have these things out at point blank or close range, I know I'm winning a gunfight. Even if there's like 3 enemies that are all together pushing at once, I still know I can take them all out, because nothing beats these at close range, not even the FFAR. So the only time that you're gonna lose with these pistols is if A, you get stunned and you don't have battle hardened and you can't aim at the enemy to get a shot in. B, you're too far away and the range is gonna kill you because you're gonna be shooting your pistols, and then the enemy's gonna have something like an FFAR, AUG, M16, Mac10, any assault rifle, you're just gonna die because of range. Or 3, they also have the Sykovs, and it's who can land more shots and control the recoil with the akimbo perk. But overall, this thing is that good. It's incredible. In multiplayer, I'm not a huge fan of running it of akimbo. I prefer running it in multiplayer just single with the GI mini reflex instead of the akimbo perk. But this thing really is that good. The kill feed in Modern Warfare's multiplayer right now is pretty much all the Sykov or pistols. I'm seeing the Sykov pistol outclass shotguns, SMGs, the ASFAL, basically any gun on shipment right now, whether it's akimbo or not akimbo. As long as it has full auto rounds, if you don't have full auto, you are going to be struggling getting a little bit of kills, which is why people don't think it's as good as it actually is. But that full auto slide just makes all the difference, and it becomes this incredibly strong pistol, which is definitely going to become the next close range meta, which is good because it's been a while since we've had a Modern Warfare weapon in Warzone that's been meta. It's very reminiscent of when Modern Warfare's Warzone had the akimbo snake shot pistols as the meta and all of that close range meta. So it's super fun to have these pistols in the game. Obviously, these things are going to get nerfed. Hopefully they don't get nerfed too hard. I honestly really like them. I think keep them in the game because you have to be in a specific situation for them to be really strong. And by specific situation, you have to be really close to the enemies. So very similar to the playstyle with the R90 with the Dragon's Breath rounds when that was meta. You do have to get close, which is increasing the activity in the game because people aren't scared to push anymore because, hey, I have the Sykov Akimbos. I don't have to be scared pushing into a building if they have Fafars, which is quite nice because now people are rushing a little bit more. And it's going to make close quarters combat a lot more fun rather than people just sitting back with the AUG and M16. I can't even count how many times I've been killed from the M16 or the AUG at extremely long ranges in the past because they didn't have to get close. But with the Sykovs, if you want to be efficient with them, you have to get close. You just can't sit back and relax. Also, the great thing about these things is they're a secondary. So you can run Ghost on your class 24/7. You don't need to double loadout for Ghost. You have your primary weapon, sniper, M16, whatever you have. Balance it. Make sure that you can kill at medium to long range. And then your Sykovs will take care of that really extreme close range. And then boom, you're set for Warzone. You have all your perks. You only need one loadout, whether that's the free loadout or if you get a loadout from a buy station, and you're ready to go. These things are super fun. Obviously, I recommend using them. They're not even balanced in the game. They're so unfair. There's nothing that can beat them. If you guys have seen Prestige's Keys videos or Exclusive Aces videos, they've gone a little bit more in depth with the stats, and it's just incredible. The one funny thing about the Sykovs in Warzone is it seems like you're just killing people in a hardcore game mode. Like they die that fast that you could be playing hardcore or just like normal Modern Warfare multiplayer, which just makes these things overpowered. Definitely try them out before they get nerfed into the ground. Leave a like if you did enjoy it, dislike if you didn't. There is no hard feelings. Subscribe for more videos in the future. Let me know what you guys think about the Sykov in the comment section down below. Check the description for some social media links, including the Discord, which we just got to level 2. And if there is one, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.